North Korea's first spy satellite launch ended in failure after the rocket crashed into the sea. South Korea's Joint Chiefs said the projectile fell into the waters near the southwestern island of Eocheongdo. The satellite launch triggered air raid sirens and brief evacuation warnings in parts of South Korea and Japan. Japan's foreign ministry said it held a phone call with officials from the US and South Korea, during which all three countries strongly condemned North Korea's launch and agreed to stay vigilant with a high sense of urgency. But North Korea remains defiant and is reportedly planning to conduct a second launch as soon as possible.
North Korea's first spy satellite launch ended in failure on Wednesday after the space rocket crashed into the sea. The newly developed Cholima-1 rocket was supposed to put in orbit the North's first spy satellite to keep watch on US military activities, in an unusually candid admission of a technical failure by the North. State media KCNA on Wednesday reported the rocket plunged into the sea because of instability in the engine and fuel system. Neighbouring South Korea said it had recovered what is believed to be parts of the space launch vehicle, including this large cylindrical object attached to a buoy. Seoul's Joint Chiefs of Staff said the projectile fell into waters near the southwestern island of Eocheongdo. The North satellite launch on Wednesday triggered air raid sirens and brief evacuation warnings in parts of South Korea and Japan. The notices were withdrawn with no danger or damage reported.
How do they ensure that they can trust in their local authorities?
And Eleanor Shorey Hughes, a non-resident fellow at Eocheongdo, a Chicago-based think tank, says there appears to be a sense of complacency among residents in South Korea and Japan.
I feel like every time in this case, if we're talking about North Korea, every time that North Korea fires a missile of some sort, and there's possibility that it may either fly over Hokkaido or be landing within Japan's EEZ, territorial waters, whatever, that people, I'm not entirely sure how serious the Japanese people in this case, or Korean people, or South Korean people will take when it comes to following guidance from authorities.
Japan's foreign ministry on Wednesday said it held a phone call with officials from the US and South Korea, during which all three countries strongly condemned the North's latest launch and agreed to stay vigilant with a high sense of urgency. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres also condemned the satellite launch, adding that any launch by Pyongyang using ballistic missile technology was contrary to UN Security Council resolutions. But North Korea remains defiant and is reportedly planning to conduct a second launch as soon as possible.
이게 아침에 문자를 받았을 때는 좀 당황스럽기는 했는데, 일단 북한에서 뭔가 하는 일은 사실 자주 있는 일이라 별로 걱정은 안 했고요. 대신에 문자를 보내줄 때 내용이 조금 더 정확했으면 어땠을까 하는 아쉬움이 조금 남고, 만약에 다음에 보내준다면 이제 어떻게 해야 되는지 요령도 함께 알려주면 좋을 것 같습니다.
서울도 위험하구나. 얼마 되지 않는 돈이지만 빼갖고 갖고 있고, 물도 사놔야 되나 뭐 해야 되나 막 잠깐 동안 그런 걱정을 했는데, 그래서 TV를 켰어요. TV를 켰는데 어머 진짜 그렇구나, 이거 문자가 잘못된 게 아니구나 그래가지고 걱정을 해갖고 계속 보다가 7시 넘어선가 괜찮다고 또 다시 문자가 오더라고요. 괜찮다고 그래가지고 나왔어요.
協力的だった中国が今もう離れてますでしょ。ですから北朝鮮は堅持したい、世界に。だからまだ完全じゃなくてもとにかくどんどんやりますよっていうのをね、世界に発信したいんだと思います。
もし来たらどうすればいいのか本当に分かんないですね。なんか来ないことをね、願うしかないのかなと思うし。